Hi everyone, it's Jasmine Rose here with your weekly tarot reading. This is for Monday the 7th of March to Sunday the 13th. As usual, I'm just going to take my cards. This week I'm using the Tarot of the Illuminati. I'm just pulling some cards for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday and the weekend. Okay, so at the start of the week we have the Queen of Swords. Now typically when this card comes up, it could mean that you are dealing with a person who is, it may be someone who is female, but it doesn't always necessarily mean that that is the case. This person is very diplomatic. They're someone who's very quick thinking, someone who relies on the facts, as opposed to someone who maybe runs with their emotions. Now what it could be that you're dealing with someone like this, or it could be that someone is coming to help you this week who is able to look at the facts for you and try to kind of see this from a different vantage point. It could be also that you are having to put yourself into this position where you are clearing away all the emotions so that you can see things from a different perspective. The thing that I'm very much drawn to here is that there is like a lot of birds and some kind of butterflies, kind of winged creatures next to her, so that would suggest that maybe there is like a lot of messages kind of going on, whether that be, you know, communication that is being brought to you. It could be through other sources, so it's up to you to kind of look at the bare facts. Don't necessarily go on what he said, that she said. You know, look at what the bare facts is, what has actually happened, and make a decision based on that. I feel it's quite a strong card, but you really can't let your emotions get in the way at the start of the week. There's a lot of blue in this card, and for me the blue is significant enough to say that this is kind of related to the throat chakra. So it's very overpowering, so it's time for you to stand up for yourself and speak out your truth. That's really favourable, and I feel as if you've got some people on your side here. It's your chance and your time to kind of say what needs to be said, and do what needs to be done. So the start of the week also brings with it a new moon, which is also kind of urging in that change. Things are going to be happening very quick, and you will have the motivation to get things moving along that have been previously stuck. Now when we go on to the middle of the week, we have Two of Pentacles. Okay, so it looks as if we've got like kind of issues of balance here. I feel as if this is very much to do with kind of trying to keep on top of things. And if we look here, we've got two massive big ships here. I'll just show you this. It's a very blue card, so again I feel as if we're dealing with lots of emotion, and I feel as if we're dealing with the throat chakra. Maybe the throat chakra becoming unblocked, clearing the way, having to say things, say some things that need brought up. A lot of emotion behind this card. Now Two of Pentacles kind of deals with kind of issues of the home and money aspects. So I feel as if like we see these waves in the background with the ships, but the man here is balancing on the rock here with one hand, and he's kind of juggling these two coins. I feel this card is also kind of asking you not to take on too much. You know, I'm really kind of concerned about the amount of emotion that is in this particular card, with the waves and the sea, and everything's rocking unsteady, but the man here is standing on one foot on the rock, and although he looks as if he's kind of struggling to balance and everything, he is doing just that. It would be a good time for the week to maybe delegate and maybe remind other people that they have responsibilities as well, and not everything has to be down to you. Maybe it's time to release some of the burden and give it to someone else. I feel as if this is maybe reminding a partner or a spouse that they have the same responsibilities as you do, and it's not all down to you to keep things going in the home. I feel as if there could be a change here for those of you who are looking for work. I feel as if this could be like the start of something new for you. Maybe a new job coming up, or an interview for a job. I feel as if this is really about how you're managing everything, like managing your time, managing appointments. It is I feel as if the middle of the week might get a wee bit messy for you. And it's just kind of keeping your head above water, so to speak. Remember to delegate if you can. And I feel as if you will sail through. It's a bit of a turbulent time, but you will sail through this with the right planning. And feel as if I'm also drawn to tell you that it's maybe a time to kind of look at what is coming into your life in terms of finances and how much is going out. Maybe balance the paycheck a bit more and get rid of the things that you no longer need. And particularly watch if you're putting some emotion into some of the possessions that you have that you no longer need. Are they maybe weighing you down and causing feelings of uneasiness? But at the end of the week we have the Hanged Man. Now, a lot of people sometimes see this as a bit of a negative card because it really has to do with kind of waiting for things to happen. However, I see it as a positive card. Good things come to those who wait. There really is no rush, and sometimes it may feel as if you're coming up against obstacles, especially at the start of the week when it felt as if you were kind of charging ahead and ready for things to happen. Sometimes you end up with a dead end in the road, but that's not a bad thing. It's time to reflect, and it's reminding you not to push, because the answers of what you're looking for are going to come to you at this time. It's a really positive card, and when it comes up it usually kind of tells me that there is that strive for balance in my life, and just to hold on because the end is in sight, the goal is in sight. It's just going to take a bit of time. Whenever I draw this card for myself or other people, it's normally the health of the person that needs to be drawn attention to check that everything is in balance. When your body isn't in balance, the outside environment in which you're around is not in balance either, and it has a knock-on effect. So really it's maybe a time to be in the present moment and appreciate everything for where it is at this moment in time, and try not to make any rash decisions. Also, sometimes when this card comes up, it normally signifies that a great change is waiting to take place, but in order for that change to happen, we have to deal with our internal dialogue, our thoughts, our feelings that are maybe out of balance at the moment, things that which need resolved before this change can take place. I also feel as if when we go back to the Monday, we're talking about the Queen of Swords. I feel as if this could be some issues which need resolved with family, friends or co-workers. All the things that have maybe need to be said are kind of coming to the surface. So overall it looks like a pretty reflective week. At the very beginning we're looking at what do we need to do. We're looking at facts, we're looking at figures, we're taking out our emotion and looking at things with a different perspective. We're then kind of working out what needs to be changed. What can we change within ourselves? How do we strive for balance? And then at the end of the week we're kind of reflecting on where we are just now before the change occurs. Okay, so that's all I've got for this week, and I will look forward to seeing you next week. Bye.